Hey, welcome to another fabulous edition of the Common Constitutionalist Weekly Podcast, and I am the Common Constitutionalist. So I was going to talk about something completely different, but then I saw this from the College Fix. It's about illegal immigrants attending school. So that'll be a fun topic. That's one of my bugaboos, shall we say, something that really bugs the crap out of me. So we'll talk about that today on the Common Constitutionalist.
You are listening to the Common Constitutionalist, broadcasting from an undisclosed location, free from the prying eyes of establishment-backed helicopters.
All right, so these are a couple of articles I downloaded from the College Fix, and I kind of cut and pasted them up so they're not so long, so we can discuss them and be sitting down and take a sedative or something. You might need it. If you're a taxpayer, you might need it. If you've got a son or daughter, or someone who's transitioning into who knows what, into a Oldsmobile, then you might want to be sitting down for this. If you're paying for their school, or if they're saddled with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of loans by the time they get out, or you have an older child who's been saddled with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of loans and is going to be paying them back until the age of 30 or beyond, you might want to be sitting down for this one. Okay, here we go. Two student groups at DePaul University in Chicago that favor illegal immigration convinced the student government to add the resolution to the ballot. What resolution, you might ask? The resolution would ask the administration to create a scholarship fund for undocumented students that would be funded by higher student activity fees. Yep, you heard it right. But then again, you might say, if you knew, and I do, that DePaul University is a private university. So they can do whatever the heck they want to do, right? Well, first, no, they can't. Because if they're defying immigration orders or laws, they can't do that. And second, where does the school get its money? The overwhelming majority of the school's money comes from what? Oh yeah, that's right, tuition fees. Yeah, boy. And where does the bulk of the tuition money come from? Oh, that's right, the freaking government. Us, the taxpayers. And so that's government money, or our money, until it's paid back, assuming it's going to be paid back, depending on, well, whatever. We won't bother to get into that topic. So whether it's a private university or not, unless it's Hillsdale, who refuses to take any government-backed money of any kind. If you get a loan to go to Hillsdale, and it's a government loan, which is about the only kind of loan you can get anymore, they won't accept you into the school. Period. That's the way it should be, frankly. And they're doing Jim Dandy. So let's get back to it. The measure would ask DePaul to go far beyond the sanctuary campus movement in which colleges, including DePaul, have publicly expressed their refusal to cooperate with the Trump administration's enforcement of immigration laws. DePaul's tuition for the class entering the school this fall, not including housing, dining, and general fees, is $38,410 for most students, and it's already up about $1,000, about $1,500. It was $37,020 for students entering last fall. And now they get to pay more. Isn't that special? Because of the freaking illegal immigrants wanting to go to school. And it's their right, don't you know? And the school's website claims that the school already provides resources for serving undocumented students. Isn't that nice? They have an immigration page on their website. Maybe you should check it out if you want to freaking vomit. The referendum push was led by Undocumented Student Movement, the USM, yes indeedy, and the Undocumented Vincentians and Allies, or UVA, which refers to the Vincentian order of which DePaul belongs. Sure they do. And here we go. It just gets better, I'll tell you. In an interview with the Spanish-language Chicago newspaper, they have a Spanish-language newspaper. Why the heck not? Only in America. Probably is only in America. UVA President Larissa Rodriguez said, quote, everyone should be able to go to college regardless of legal status or money. Yes, Bernie Rodriguez, everyone should be able to go to college. But most people are going to have to pay. It's only the illegals who will be able to go for free. That's wonderful. She believes that advocates for the resolution will be able to overcome pushback and convince students to approve it. Yeah, buddy. Maybe they can just add the extra fees to their outstanding loan balance. That would be great, so they can pay for illegal immigration or illegal immigrants to go to school, and they can pay for the next decade in order for illegal immigrants to go to school for free or virtually. That's, I feel warm and fuzzy inside. How about you? UVA Vice President Adon Figueroa said the university as a Vincentian institution has a calling in serving undocumented youth. Really? Where? I defy you. I don't know the Catholic religion. I know a little bit about it, but I don't know much. But I would be able to guarantee you that there ain't anything in the Vincentian order that says that there's a calling to serve undocumented youth. Undocumented as in illegal alien youth. And UVA posted all this stuff on their Facebook page. And it prompted some rather critical comments, and so they had to delete all the comments on Sunday night. I think it was last Sunday night they deleted all the comments. I wonder what the comments might have said. Son of a gun. I'm sure that they were to congratulate all the illegals for going to college for free or virtually for free on their dime. I'll bet they were thrilled about that. So let's take a real quick break, and then we will get back to the fun and frivolity of going to school for free if you snuck into the country. We'll be right back. You're listening to me, the Common Constitutionalist.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. So let's continue, shall we? Not to be outdone in the insanity sweepstakes, Emory University in Atlanta will begin a program to be rolled out this fall, pledging to pay 100% of demonstrated financial need for undergraduate undocumented students with or without DACA, the Deferred Action Program from Herr Obama, who are admitted as first-year, first-degree students. Campus officials state. Campbell blah, 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 blah. Campus officials state. Yes, they did. Emory, a highly ranked institution located in Georgia, costs about, dig this, 50 grand if you're an American, and about 70 grand if you're an international student. So the illegals are international, and the regular international students are international. So that would mean that the international students would naturally get the same deal, right? Wrong. Oh, no, they would have to pay full boat. I mean, heck, somebody's got to pay for the illegals to go to school. Why not the international students and the American students? That only seems fair because the UVA rep from DePaul University said it's every undocumented person's right to go to college for free. So that must be so, right? A quote, Emory accepts undocumented students for admission and financial aid, including those under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival or the DACA program. Megan McRaney, a spokeswoman for Emory, wrote, claiming that this practice aligns with Emory's values to welcome students faculties and staff from diverse backgrounds. Diverse, huh? So let's see. Say a Mexican immigrant who came here legally, they would have to pay the entire tuition cost of $70,000 because they're an international student. They might be just next door. Maybe they live in Nogales. No, that's Texas, excuse me. But right across the border from Nogales, and they commute to Emory in Atlanta. Well, that's a pretty far drive, but hey, what the heck. They, being an international student, would evidently have to pay $70,000, but if they happen to sneak across into Texas and then walk up to Emory University, knock on the door and say, "Hola, I'm from Mexico. I just snuck across the border. How about a free college education?" Sure, come on in. But apparently, the one who came here legally, whether they're from East Kazakhstan or Mexico, they have to pay the full boat because evidently they're not diverse enough, I suppose. So if you're rewarding the people who sneak in and break the law, why don't you just empty the jails in Atlanta out and let them all in too? They broke the law. Some of them were breaking and entering. That's sneaking in, ain't it? It's the same thing as far as I'm concerned. So empty the jails and let them all into Emory. That'd be great. That would be a diverse student population, I'll tell you. That's the ticket. McCraney rejected the idea that Emory is becoming a sanctuary campus for illegal immigrants, writing, "Emory is not seeking to establish itself as a sanctuary campus for which there is no legal definition." Okay. You know, it's kind of like pornography. You don't necessarily know what the definition is, but you know it if you see it type of thing. Yeah, that's the ticket. McCraney explained that Emory adheres to all applicable laws and will continue to do so. Oh, really? And that they respect the authority of government officials who are performing their legal duties. As long as the government officials were under the Obama administration and didn't perform their legal duties, then they would respect the authority of government officials. But now that President Trump and Sessions and what's-his-face Kelly from Homeland is actually doing the job that they are supposed to be paid to do, then not so much that you're respecting the authority of government officials who are performing their legal duties. What a crock. So they don't call themselves, Emory doesn't call themselves a sanctuary campus, and probably DePaul University doesn't call themselves a sanctuary campus, and there's probably dozens, if not hundreds, of colleges and universities around the United States who don't necessarily call themselves sanctuary campuses, but are doing the same crapola. So it's just like Worcester, Mass., where I reported or wrote about a woman who was killed after the city officials were bragging about their non-sanctuary sanctuary status, on how they love illegal immigrants and they're going to take care of them and everything. But they're not a sanctuary city. It was just a matter of semantics, being a non-sanctuary sanctuary city. It's the same with these stupid universities. They can say all they like, but actions speak a lot louder than words, and so do dollars, tell you the truth. And the fact that these freaking blankety-blanking jerks have the nerve to, through a vote at DePaul University of the student council and the administration of the school, and trust me, this will happen. They're going to force students to pay additional fees in order to fund a scholarship fund for illegal immigration or illegal immigrants, so they can go to school at a drastic discount, if not for free. Yeah, that's really freaking fair. Way to go. Way to protect the citizens. It's just, these people are so upside down and backwards, it's unbelievable. Who was that one who said there is a special place in hell for those who don't vote for Hillary? Who the heck was that? It's the old Secretary of State, Madeleine Auld, not so bright. She said there was a special place. I guess a lot of us are going to hell in a handbasket. She said that there was a special place in hell for somebody who won't vote for Hillary, and Holy mackerel, Andy. What about the people who are going to vote for, or did vote for Hillary? What the, what level of hell you'll find them on? I don't know. But at any rate, it's the same doggone thing, that these people care more for the illegal immigrants than they do for their own tuition-paying students. These faculty members, the administration, who do they think pays their freaking salaries? Who do they think pays their bloated salaries so they can work a few months out of the year? And a lot of these senior professors, they don't even teach anymore. They just write articles for these reviews, legal reviews and academic journals and crap. They don't even teach anymore. They have teaching assistants do the job for them, but they just put their name out there to attract students to come to the school because some erudite elite liberal is going to be teaching is a professor at the school. The fact that he hasn't taught anything in 5 years has nothing to do with it. But at any rate, these people, they don't appreciate, they're biting off the hand that feeds them, basically. And this is what liberals always do. They don't think about what they're doing. It's all emotion based, and there's no consequence for their actions. It's just so ridiculous. I can't even stand it. And now to allow, like Emory University is going to allow, it's $50,000 you have to pay for this school if you're an American citizen, and $70,000 if you're international, and they're going to give away that tuition every year to illegal immigrants. Just insane. Who the heck are these people? Who's donating to these schools? Who are the benefactors that are paying for this crap? Other than the tuition. What idiot would give to Emory University? Unbelievable. So I guess that's about all I've got. This is the Common Constitutionalist. Y'all have a blessed balance of the weekend. I'm going to go try to decompress and get my head right. So I will speak at you next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise, although we've had so much rain up here in New England. The creek be rising, bro. And so I'll see you next week. Talk to you. Bye.